For years, Thailand has offered people who want to live in its country an alternative to visa runs and the ability to live full-time in Thailand through an easy and relatively inexpensive program called the Thailand Elite Visa. You pay a fee starting at 500,000 Thai baht, and you get to live in the country with special perks. And while the price of that program is going up next year, they're now offering certain investors the chance to get that Thai Elite Visa for free. I'm going to tell you how. Hi, I'm Andrew Henderson, and here at Nomad Capitalist, we help 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs and investors legally go where they're treated best with everything from offshore tax planning to overseas residence planning. As a plan B, you can learn more at nomadcapitalist.com. And if you want to live in Thailand, I have suggested to a number of folks that we work with that the Thai Elite Visa is the most cost-effective way to do that, particularly for people who are younger, just starting out, don't have as much capital to invest, who have an opportunity cost because they're investing in crypto, they're building up their e-commerce business, or they just want to minimize capital outlay in a new country that they're not that familiar with. Now, Thailand has always had the Elite Visa. We've talked about it before, and the price of the cheapest one is going up next year in 2021 from 500,000 to 600,000 Thai baht. So that's going to see a 20% price increase. What you have had on the other side, which I've recommended to other people that we've worked with, is the Thai Investor Visa, which basically allows you to renew it every year indefinitely. You need to be there 1 day a year to do that. But if you invest 10 million baht in the bank or a combination of new real estate from developers, you can get that investor visa, which is basically an investment rather than the Elite Visa, which is a sunk cost. And so now what they're doing for 2 years is Thailand is getting together with their partners at the Thailand Elite program, and they're going to be doing what they say will help property developers in Thailand who choose to register with this program to basically give away a 5-year Thai Elite Visa to investors who buy 10 million Thai baht in new, ready-to-occupy properties from those developers. So this new visa category is going to be called Elite Flexible 1. And so basically, you make an investment. The properties need to be from developers which have registered with the program. Last I checked, there are about 4 of the larger developers which have registered. And I imagine that you'll see a lot of different developers registering because in 2020, you have seen a record number of people applying to the Thailand Elite program as they escape the chaos in their own country, which has been a little bit intriguing to me because Thailand has had some of the most aggressive rules in terms of foreigners entering the country and quarantining in the country in the entire world. They've kept their numbers low, but it's been very difficult. And I've worked with a lot of folks who've had a lot of stress either getting into Thailand or getting back to Thailand. We've been helping some of them do that, but it hasn't always been easy. So that being said, you've had a lot of folks who are looking for their safe haven and they've chosen Thailand. Among many Asians, it is now seen as a secondary safe haven, 1 rung below a place like Singapore. Not only the country, but the currency, the Thai baht, because it has not been as volatile historically as the Malaysian ringgit or the Indonesian rupiah. And so Thailand has really increased the number of people who want to go there, and so they're cashing in on this while trying to help developers who are seeing a softening of demand this year. So basically, you buy properties ready to move in, 10 million baht. You could qualify for the investor visa, but they're going to make it easier to get this Thai Elite Visa and to get the benefits and perks that come with that. So you might get some free golf or some free medical checkups. You get priority lines in many of the airports. So they're basically giving you, to a certain degree, the best of both worlds. And so I think that you'll see a lot of properties that will be available under those terms. Now, as you may know, you can't go out and buy land. You need to buy condos. So this will be relegated to buying condos in Bangkok, potentially Chiang Mai, other cities in the country. But if you're looking to do that, it's a way to get yourself a free 5-year pass. I've always liked the Thai Elite Visa for the reasons I mentioned, if indeed Thailand is a place that you want to live. I'm a big fan of having second residence call options. And so an investor visa, having property, having a bank account in the country, to me that kills 2 or 3 birds with 1 stone if you like having that potential base in Asia. I've recommended it to a number of high net worth individuals, just setting stuff up in Thailand and having it as an option to go to. The Elite Visa, obviously, with a sunk cost to it, going from about $17,000 closer to $21,000 next year for the most basic one, is not something that you would want to do if you actually don't want to live there. So I would not do it because I don't spend any time in Thailand. It might be nice to have as a plan C, D, or E in my case, but I'm not going to spend $21,000 to do that because it would be so far down my food chain. But if you like the idea of buying a condo, this could be a way to put the two together. Here are my concerns. In addition to the softening in the market this year, I feel, and the people that I work with in Thailand, in Southeast Asia, feel that Thailand has become rather hot, too hot as a property market. Prices are higher than where they should be. When you look at other markets that have oversupply issues, Malaysia has had a chronic oversupply issue. I've told you that the reasons to invest in Malaysia would generally be either as a currency play or simply as a lifestyle play. For me, I like living in Kuala Lumpur. I like having it as part of my mix, of my basis. And so I make that investment. I have an income. I have a certain amount of money and so if the property doesn't go up, and if the ringgit doesn't go up, I do think it will, but okay, I'm okay with that. It's a lifestyle decision. And so I think that when you compare the oversupply of Malaysia to what is becoming a growing oversupply in Thailand, the fact that the market was already, in my opinion, overpriced, there is a concern there about tying up 10 million baht. Again, if it's a lifestyle decision, I like that. I don't necessarily know that this should push anybody who wasn't already interested in doing it. If you still want to do the Thai Elite Visa, listen, prices go up. I'm always telling people, get in on any residence option the sooner you can, before they close it, before they make the terms more onerous, or before the price goes up. Now they're doing that once again. So if you don't want to make the investment, or if you're on the fence, just pay the fee, enjoy living in Thailand, or choose another country in Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, options are dwindling as Malaysia and the Philippines suspended their programs, or at least some of them. But if you like the idea of buying property and you get the Elite Visa for free and you don't have to commit to spending any time in Thailand, but you might want to, well then by all means do it. Just understand that from my perspective, you have to be careful buying property from a developer in any part of the world. I just got back from Istanbul and I saw all of the crazy salesmanship, both in the airport for properties in Dubai, both all around town for properties in Istanbul. Some of the most deceptive sales practices you'll see anywhere come from real estate developers trying to sell you a fake view, trying to sell you, a lifestyle. I always talk about the cleavagey woman in the evening gown gazing out the window at the view that doesn't even exist from the building. So you want to be careful. You want to have someone in your corner who is an expert in the market. I would look at Thailand as a lifestyle play. This doesn't change that, but it is a kicker for those of you who already wanted to buy and already wanted to move there. How can Nomad Capitalist help you? 4 ways. Number 1, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to make sure you get our new video every day. Number 2, get a copy of Nomad Capitalist, the book. You'll learn a lot of my personal experiences over a dozen years of studying this stuff, as well as exactly some of the strategies that you can use to build your Nomad Capitalist plan. Number 3, if you're not sure where to start, but you want to come and learn from my team and I, you want to come and mingle with like-minded people, learn more about our live conference, Nomad Capitalist Live. It's coming up soon. And number 4, if you want some help right now because you've got a burning issue, you need something solved, you want to lower your taxes, get a second passport, or build the Nomad Capitalist lifestyle of your dreams, go to nomadcapitalist.com and click on Become a Client.